Hello and welcome to Dogstar Gaming, it's JDutch here. Today we're going to be continuing our look at Assassin's Creed Unity. We're going to go over the combat, the different weapons, the different mission types, online and of course the story mode. For me, the combat I don't feel is an improvement overall. It doesn't flow as well. There are a lot more animations, and some of the finishing animations, they are really good, and the different weapons, different weapon classes, they all have different animations, so it's definitely worth having a look at, and having a look at each weapon and seeing what they finish like. The first weapon we're going to have a look at here is the rifle. I don't use the rifle very often, but once you get a decent rifle, they reload a lot quicker, so you can take out a lot of enemies pretty quickly with that. The double-handed weapon, or the heavy weapon, I don't use very often, and when I do, I don't use so much the mallets and things like that, or the hammers, but I do like to use the blades. And with the double-handed blades, they are really powerful. They seem to just cut through enemies really easily. Against 2 or 3 enemies they may be a problem, but against 1 or 2 they just really, yeah, you can see there, they just really take people apart. I'm not going to show you the different weapons because I want you to see that yourself, but there are a lot of different weapons in each class, and yeah, there are a lot of really good and unique weapons, and it does make you want to try them out, especially with the different finishers for each of them. The long weapon is another one I don't really use very often. I know a lot of people do use it. For me it just seems a bit too slow, and yeah, I prefer this, the single-handed. I chose the katana. It's really light, it's really powerful. It is one of the more expensive ones, but it is pretty easy to cut through crowds and take out multiple enemies at once. I think now we're going to have a look at the different mission types. There are a few different types, so you have the main mission, and then you have the Paris stories. You also have here the murder mysteries, where you find clues to solve murders. You have the social club missions, which you unlock once you renovate the social clubs. You have the enigma missions, where you solve riddles. The Helix Rift missions, which are basically parkour across the rooftops to sort of collect checkpoints, pretty much, and of course the online missions. Here we're going to have a look at some of the Paris stories missions just briefly. There's no cutscenes in these. The people, they're just in the crowd. You just walk up to them and start the mission. Even when they are talking, there is no cutscene. I never found there was a point to any of the missions. They're all just random. You never meet anyone. They're just there from the beginning. You just walk up to them, do the mission, and that's it. 1 or 2 missions. It's basically just assassinations, retrieving things, stealing things. Yeah, just the usual assassination stuff. And now we have the social club missions, which you first have to renovate to unlock, and those missions are very similar to the Paris stories in that it's just assassinations and recovering items. The Helix Rift missions were a new addition. I haven't seen anything like this before, I don't think, in the Assassin's Creed games, and it is basically a checkpoint game. You have to collect the data, which once you have enough you will be able to save the assassin that was trapped in the system. The enigma missions, basically you have to solve riddles, and then you find these with activating your eagle vision, and then it unlocks the next riddle. Online co-op missions, you have 2 types. You have the heist, and you have basically the co-op missions, as it said there. And the co-op missions are more rescuing people or assassinations, which I think they're very well done. You can see they took quite a bit of time on this. It does feel like a better mission sequence than the actual Paris stories does, and it's much more enjoyable as well. Like, there is some meaning to the actual events that take place and what you're doing. The story mode itself, it's quite hollow. There's not a lot to it, and I really didn't enjoy it. And for me, the game in total is going to get about, I'd say, a 6 out of 10 maximum. It really let me down. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for more, and we'll see you soon, so take care. Bye bye.